Hey everyone, with coronavirus everywhere, I am sitting on my couch in isolation. Don't worry, I'm not sick. It's just a decision that I've made for the safety of sort of everyone at work. Just because I've been in contact with a few people traveling around interstate a little bit, I thought it's a little bit safer not to spread anything if I do have it, which I don't think I do. So what I'm going to do is do a couple of little videos on how to brew some filters at home, because we all need coffee while we're working from home. Alright, so here's my kit. I have got a couple of bags of delicious coffee, obviously. I've got a regular milk jug. These can be as cheap as 20 bucks. You can get them from Big W as well. Here we have filter papers, Hario, V60 cone as well. A large cup to sort of catch my brew in. Glass can be used as well, so you can see the drips underneath. This is a Comandante hand grinder. This is really highly recommended if you want to get great results. Otherwise, you can buy some pre-ground coffee, put it into some Ziplocs, suck the air out of it and get it in the freezer, and that will last for a few days. Not going to be perfect, but you know, it's what you can do if you're not ready to invest. Here I have a set of scales. You can also do a cheap eBay job as long as it's 0.1 of a gram accuracy. It's going to allow you to measure everything out nicely. They can come for 15 bucks. Water's just boiled, regular kettle. This thermometer is optional, but I found by adding about 3/4 of this 600 ml jug, giving it about a minute is going to allow that temperature to come down to those low 90s, which is generally pretty good brew temp for a lot of our coffees. Otherwise, you can get a cheap thermometer and it can help you fine tune your starting sort of brew temperature. Easiest way to get the paper to stick to the edges of the cone is pour a larger amount of water in first and just sort of touching up the sides. This gives you a much more even flow of water through the coffee bed. It's also going to help rinse out some of that paper tape. All right, so here's my grind profile. It's really quite coarse. Underneath, I've gone 26 clicks from when the burrs are touching, and that seems to be working really nicely for this style of brewing. Otherwise, just taking a close look and trying to mimic that with your grinder. So I'm going to measure out 20 grams of coffee grinds. Yeah. Cool. So my water has been boiled in the kettle. It's been sitting in the jug for about a minute. We're now into the low 90s for temperature. Otherwise, you can get a thermometer for relatively cheap and measure that sort of properly. You can use your phone, but start timing, and I'm going to gently add around 50 grams, trying to evenly saturate all the coffee. 50 to 60. So I'm going to let this sit and bloom for 30 seconds. So we're just letting some of the gases out of the coffee, getting it ready to release its flavor into the water. You might do 35 seconds if your coffee's really fresh, like under 3 days, but most likely you're going to be at least a week old. So now I'm adding my water, focusing more on the outer edges. I'm adding in increments of 60. So 50 to 60 for bloom, up to 120. Then I'll add again up to 180, 240, then 300 grams of water. Allowing that water to completely drain through before I add my next pour. Focusing more on the edges of the cone. So this is going to draw that coffee sort of more into the center to give us a more even, flat brew bed. So this bed shouldn't collapse in too much. By being quite gentle, we're sort of ending up with that more flat bed. So again, gently, more around the edges until I hit 240. Now, if you're using a glass cup underneath, you can see the stream coming out of the bottom of the cone, and we want to add our water again once that stream stops and goes to dripping. Otherwise, right now I'm just listening. And when I hear it stop, go to a drip, I'll add more water. So again, focusing more on the outside. I'm going to top this up until 300 grams, which is my final brew volume. Clearly I'm not in brewer's cup, but we're going to get a really tasty, nice and even brew here. Wanting this brew to finish between roughly 2 minutes 30 to 3 minutes, and that's generally giving us really good characteristics out of our coffees. Really nice flat even bed. Shows that you can do it with a milk jug. You don't need to go out and buy a really expensive gooseneck kettle necessarily for home.